Zarganar also got the idea of making a new film about democracy from his trip to Thailand, and he planned to organize a film festival in Burma.
I like to share my experience to my friends, and then I like to make some short films about my experience when I get back to the Rangoon. It's about my shock. I will make the new short film. And the title of the short film, I already got it. Hello, Democracy. When I return to my country, I will make first that short film. I will not make the jokes. When I released from the prison, I got an idea in the air. At the time, I'm on airplane. When I saw the Myitkyina prisons from the sky. Now I am released. My friends still remain in prison. I felt very sorry. At the time, what is freedom? Very confused in my mind. So I like to make some short film. I like to make some documentary about the freedom. Then I got that idea. And so I already explained to Auntie. Auntie means Dawn San Suu Kyi. I've already explained my feeling. So she told me, you should organize to make some short film festival or documentary film festival about the freedom. So I made that Art of Freedom Film Festival.
When in jail, Zarganar met with a military officer who tortured him before.
I've met with many old and expired military intelligence. One of the very strange feelings I got, but I don't like to mention his name, one of the colonel. In 1988, I was arrested first time. At that time, that expired colonel was, at that time, he was major. He tortured me. He beat me. He kicked me many times. He gave the electronic shock to me. Now, in 2008, I've met him in the Myitkyina prison. He cried, but I smiled. I gave him my hand to shake. Every day, I talk a lot to him. I can forgive him. I can forgive him. So, they know my inner spirit is what? They know. Now, he loved me. When I released from that prison, he cried. I cannot smile. Because I felt very sorry. Prison is prison. Prison is not a restaurant. And also prison is not a guest house. Prison is prisons. I felt very sorry for them.
As for political prisoners, he urged all of us to support them.
I felt very sorry for all political prisoners who remain in the prisons. For my old friends. In the prison, all of the political prisoners need morally and financially support. It's very important. And then, if they release from the prison, you or me or everybody have to support them to participate in that political process and to build up their own life. It's very important. So please help our friends, just like that.
Zarganar insisted there was nothing memorable about his time in prison.
The prisoner's life is a very terrible life, so I don't like to remember, but I just want to share the experience. But mostly the people, they want to know about the prisoner's life. So, I like to tell you the different experience of mine. I was arrested 4 times. I was released 4 times. So I'm very familiar with the prisons. I'm very used to the iron bars, you know. So first time I was arrested in the 1988. Second time I was arrested in the 1990. That experience is a very terrible, very rude. For example, I like to tell you, I'm in solitary confinement for the 5 years. I have no friends, no cellmates, no paper to use as a toilet paper. So I use the leaf, you know, leaf, to clean my feces. And then I haven't chance to walk on the ground. I haven't seen moon. There are no window in my cell. I haven't had fresh air. So this life is a very rude and very terrible time. Then in 2007, I was arrested and I sent to the insane jail. A little bit changes, a little bit progress, and I can listen to the FM radio. I have a chance to read some paper in 2007. In 2008, I was fourth time I was arrested, and then I was transferred to the Yangon and transferred to the Myitkyina prison. When I reached to there, I have a chance to read a lot of books. For example, on China, written by the Kissinger, I've already read it. Hard Truth, written by the Lee Kuan Yew, I've already read it. The Spirit of Democracy, written by the Larry Diamond, I've already read it in prison. So quite changes, quite improvement, we can say. At that time, I have a chance to walk on the ground. I have a chance to play the cane ball, to play the ping pong, you know, table tennis. And I had a chance to plant some vegetables in that compound. We can say that is a very, very improvement for our prisoners' life. So you ask me, which is the most remembered things? It's just only the one. This is our tea time, very precious tea time. We got 1 hour at the morning. At that time, we can share our knowledge. We can share our knowledge because according to my, so for example, last night I read a book about political strategy written by Peter Schroeder. Next morning, I can share my knowledge to all of my friends, and we can make some booklets for some people who are unable to read the English books. So we can make the, how can I say it? Boat, white boat, and we can stick on that boat. They can read about that translation. So I remember the tea time in the prison. Yes.